Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo.
In consultation, just a minute, in consultation with the majority leader, I will not rule that manifestation out of order because actually it is a privileged speech or it is actually a topic for personal or collective privilege.
Kuplat laban dito kay Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano. Pambihirang yan. Wala na tayo na trabaho dyan sa Senado. Araw-araw na lang, leadership change pinag-uusapan ho nila dyan. Pumalag ho itong si Erwin Tulfo. Kaugnay sa pagdawit ng minority, dyan sa nangyaring kaguluhan sa Senado noong isang araw. Yung ginawang pagsugod ng NBI dyan dahil talagang gusto nilang madakip itong si Senator Bato. Pero bago yan, sa like at sa subscribe, masaya na ho tayo dyan at sa mga gusto sumali sa ating community, yung join button, nandyan lang ho sa baba. Ayun na nga mga kababayan, marami ho talagang mga alingas-gas ngayong mga panahon na to na talagang sinusubukan pa rin ng minority na patalsikin itong si Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano. Pero sawa ng Diyos, yung ating 13 talagang matigas pa rin ngayong mga panahon na to. Para doon sa mga gigipitin ng pamahalaan, doon sa mga senador, kagaya nitong si Senator Joel Villanueva, Senator Jinggoy Estrada, Senator Chis Escudero, magkapatid na Villar, mag-usap-usap na kayo. Ito lagi ko naman sinasabi sa PH Update, hindi ho titigil yung mga panggigipit na yan. Sa lahat ng kalokohan ng administrasyon na to, pagka hindi nyo sila pinaburan, yan ang pangtatakot nila sa inyo. Ito, panoorin ho natin ang mga kaganapan dyan sa Senado. Naku, nagtatawanan pa sila, nagbubulahan. Sabi siguro nitong si Tutano, may boto ka na. Wala pa, wala kang boto, Brad, wala kang bilang. Yan yung mama na yan, malamang sa malamang, lilipat sa lilipat sa majority yan. Yan yung mga nakikita nating mataas ang tsansa lumipat. Si Senator Jinggoy, kinakausap niya tong si Mangga. Ano pinag-uusapan nila? Paano ba yan? Talagang gigipitin ka na. Rekomendasyon ng DOJ, kakasuhan ka na. Naku, plunder. Naku, balik kulungan itong si Senator Jinggoy ata. Ayan na ho. Wala kayong boto. Huwag nga tayo maglokohan dito. Walang leadership change. Dinadab natin sinasabi nila. Pambirang yan. Kawawa ako sa bayan ng Pilipino habang naghihirap ngayon ang ating mga kababayan ang pinagkakabalahan itong mga politiko na to kung sino ang tatrabaho sa impeachment ni BP Sara. Ayan nagtatawanan sila. Okay na ba kayo dyan? Masaya na ba lahat? Wala na mangyayaring leadership change. Hindi pwede. O sino papalit nyo kay Senator Alan Peter Cayetano? Yan si Mig Zubiri. Wala nang pakialam yan. Tapos na termino niyan. Tapos na termino niya. Hindi siya re-electionist. Kaya kahit na mag-coup siya ngayong mga panahon na to, okay lang yan. Di ba? Meron naman boto. Ginigipit pa natin si Jingo. Ginigipit pa si Jingo. Hindi pa nagka-crack. Kaya yung advice natin na kailangan talaga mag-usap-usap na itong mga senador na to para sani person na kayo. Diba? Hindi titigil yung pagigipit nila na yan sa inyo. Yan diba? Si Chis Escudero, ganun din. Mag-usap-usap na kayo. Continuous yan mga kababayan. Ito si Senator Robin Padilla, kinausap niya si Senator Jinggoy. Mga kaasosasyon, alert kayo, alert ha. Pagka dumating yung oras, kailangan natin suportahan itong si Senator Jinggoy, magtulong-tulong tayo. Suportahan natin ang ating fairy godmother. Nag-uusap-usap sila. Si Jinggoy nagka-crack na ba? Wala pang crack. Paano ba yan? Paano tayo magma-majority? Walang gusto lumipat sa atin. Puro tayo mga aso ni Marcos Jr. kasi. Sabi siguro nitong si Tuta Soto kay Kiko Pangilinan, ikaw kasi huwag ka manigaw. Paano ba yan? Pagka napatalsik si Sara, pabor ba kayo? Magchatcha tayo. Ayun namin term extension. Gusto namin mapunta sa Malacanang sa 2028. Walang term extension. Diyan sa impeachment magkakasundo tayo pero sa term extension maghiwalay-walay na tayo. Yan. Pag napatalsik si Sara, itong mga minority na to sigurado maghiwalay na ho yung mga yan. Ang target lang talaga nila ay walang Duterte sa 2028. Nagkakamali kayo. Siya nagbubulahan pa itong dalawa. May bilang na kayo. Kung wala kayong bilang, mag-umpisa na tayo. Ito na mga kababayan, mag-uumpisa na tayo. Privilege speech nitong si Eric Sylvester, ang di umanong Amerikanong senador natin. Palakpakan natin ang di umanong Amerikanong senador natin. Game.
I'd like to make a manifestation.
Nako, yan na.
What happened inside the Senate premises last week is deeply alarming. Regardless of which side one stands politically. I know you will agree with me, Mr. President. Many versions of the armed confrontation are now circulating. Statements were made that the Senate was under attack, while the executive denies of any offensive operation.
Alangan naman.
Some claim
Alangan naman aminin ng mga siraulong taga Malacanang, 'di ba, na talagang inaatake Senado. Hindi naman 'yun ang naratibo. Ang naratibo, hulihin lang si Bato. Ngayon, yung mga nangyari na 'yon kasama 'yun sa mga willing nilang gawin para lamang mahuli itong si Senator Bato.
claim that the tension was triggered by the recent changes in Senate leadership. There are allegations involving the OSAA, the NBI, and even a speculation that the shooting itself was smokescreen to facilitate an escape or create confusion. And even more disturbing are allegations attempting to implicate the minority just because nakauwi na po kami. With all due respect, Mr. President, on May 12, a day before the incident, the new Senate leadership informed the body the intention to have an all-senators caucus. On May 13, the day of the incident, around 5:02 p.m., it was modified to a majority-only caucus. Naturally, members of the minority who were no longer part of those internal deliberations eventually went home, Mr. President. To suggest that the mere fact that some senators were responsible for what later transpired just because they had already left the premises is speculative, irresponsible, and unsupported by evidence. But beyond the conflicting narratives, let us not forget the ordinary Senate employees and staff who were caught in the middle of the chaos, mga rank and file, maintenance, security, clerk, media at iba pang empleyadong naipit lamang dahil ginagampanan po ang kanilang mga tungkulin. Yet they were the ones exposed to fear, confusion, and danger inside an institution where they should have felt secured. Some were traumatized, some feared for their safety. Mr. President, hindi po sila scapegoats at lalong hindi collateral damage.
Yan.
At the same time, we must recognize the larger damage caused by this incident.
Oh.
Mr. President, millions of Filipinos and even the whole world watched this unfold in disbelief.
Yan.
They saw the confusion inside one of the highest institutions of the government. They saw conflicting authorities, conflicting narratives, and an atmosphere that appeared closer to disorder than democratic governance. Nakakahiya po sa totoo lang, Ginoong Pangulo.
Alam mo, nakakahiya yung kinakahiya natin yung mga bagay na yan, pero yung trilyong pisong nakawan sa mga maanomalyang flood control, di tayo nahihiya. Yun talaga nakakahiya. Ang nakakahiya, yung ang aangas natin dyan sa issue na yan, pero doon sa issue, doon sa usapin ng nakawan sa Kabanan Sambayanan, tahimik yung tulpo justice. Yung maaangas sa TV at radyo, pero pagka hinarap sa kanila si Martin Romualdez, tiklop sila. Yaya, mga walang ya.
And because the public witnessed, the public deserves the truth. Nakaabang na po ang taong bayan.
Nakaabang.
And they have been waiting since Monday. Una, ano ba ang legal na basihan sa pagpasok ng mga otoridad sa bisinidad ng Senado kung meron man po? Pangalawa, nagkaroon ba ito ng formal na koordinasyon sa pamunuan ng Senado bago isinagawa ang operasyon at ano ang naging direktiba ng liderato kaugnay rito? Pangatlo, ano po ang mga partikular na aksyon na nag-udyok at naging mitsa ng putukan? Meron bang provokasyon mula sa alinmang panig? At aling ahensya o sino-sinong individual ang direktang responsable sa pagpapaputok ng mga baril? Alam ko po, Ginoong Pangulo, wala po kayo roon. Bagkos kayo po ay nakasalalay lamang sa mga report na ibinibigay po sa inyo. Naintindihan ko po yun. Pangapat, anong mga hakbang ang ginawa upang masigurong ligtas po ang mga senador, mga empleyado at ang media bago at matapos maganap ang insidente? Ang panghuli, ano-anong mga ebidensya po ang nakalap upang magbigay linaw sa tunay na pangyayari?
One-sided yung narrative kasi, one-sided. Yung palabas ng mainstream media, talagang tinututukan nila na pagmukhang hindi sinasalakay ang Senado. Diba? Yun ang naratibo sa mainstream media. Siguro kumpleto na bayad dito mga mainstream media na to sa Malacanang para SS nila yung mga ganyang klaseng naratibo. Tuloy tayo.
Ginoong Pangulo,
Abangan nyo ho yung video natin pagkatapos nito. Malala ho yun mga kababayan. Nagsalita na ho si Ascona.
when law enforcement operations intersect with the authority privileges and internal security protocols of another branch of government, there must be clarity, not confusion, restraint, not escalation.
Yan.
Alam ko po na may kanya-kanyang investigasyon ay sinasagawa ang Senado at NBI. But there is merit in the public outcry for an impartial, independent, and facts-based investigation.
Yan, oo.
Mahalagang may tuguyod po ang isang proseso
Tuguyod
na
natin.
patas, transparent at may kredibilidad sa mata ng publiko. Walang undue influence, walang haka-haka. At the end of the day, Mr. President, no camp wins when public confidence in institution is weakened. The Senate is not a venue for armed confrontation, Mr.
Yeah,
President,
not a
or
venue.
competing display of forces or political theater. It is a constitutional institution governed by law, order, and respect for due process.
Yan. Due process tayo.
Hindi po
Due process tayo ha, dyan sa Senado, due process tayo. Yung kikidnapin na lang yung senador at papadala sa Dahig, Netherlands. Yan ang due process, tatak, Eric Sylvester due process. Yan.
drama, aksyon o comedy ang hanap ng taong bayan. They are asking for truth, accountability, and
Yan.
stability.
Yung,
And that is precisely what this institution owes them, Mr. President. Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo.
In consultation, just a minute, in consultation with the majority leader, I will not rule that manifestation out of order because actually it is a privileged speech or it is actually a topic for personal or collective privilege. But since it's a matter of grave importance, Senator Tulfo, I share with you the sentiment of its grave importance. Myself, I'm taking prudence and waiting for all the investigations. There are resolutions filed. It will be referred to the proper committee.
Yan.
But of the highest order, in accordance with our rules and constitution, is always the election of our officers organization. So unless anyone has a higher motion now, because actually members of the majority have also asked to speak on that matter. And we will allow everyone to speak on that matter, but we will proceed first with the election
Election muna,
of our
election.
committees.
Yeah.
Majority Leader? Yeah. Minority Leader, then Senator Risa.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor, Mr. President.
papapugi na naman to sigurado.
We concur. But the reference, the referral of the speech and the forthcoming resolutions will be later on.
Yes. Well, it's not a speech. It's a
Well, it's a-
it's a manifestation. So unless there's a motion to refer, which let's harmonize it later on with the resolution filed by the minority,
Yes, I,
so that
I
we do
would
not
like to
refer
file,
it to different committees.
Yes, I will
Yes.
like to file for a motion later on
Yes.
for the referral.
That's in order, Minority Leader. What's your pleasure, Senator Risa?
Salamat po, Mr. President. Together with the Minority Leader, I defer to the ruling earlier stated by the presiding officer. Pero just to make of record, Mr. President, nakaschedule din po ako mag-deliver sa ating agenda for the day
Yes.
ng privilege speech. And it's so
Gusto nilang i-delay pala yung ang tawag dito, pag-assign ng mga chairperson sa mga komite. Kaya itong mga to ngayon talagang palong-palo sila dito sa issue na to, 'di ba? O bakit nga kaya mabilis pa sa alas 4 nagpulasan kayo nung merong balita na talagang ipapadala na sa Dahig, Netherlands itong si Senator Bato. Pati yung mga staff daw nila takbuhan di ba?
po happens po.
It's the same
Katulad
topic,
nung
yeah.
paksa nung
Yes.
talumpati ni Senator Erwin Tulfo. And specifically, moving forward from the events of last week and this week, Mr. President.
Ang tanong, gusto mo ba maging SP? Senator Risa. Kaya kung gusto mo maging SP, okay tayo. Wala tayong problema. Dapat doon sa package na gusto pagiging SP mo, willing ka doon sa cha-cha at saka term extension. Walang election sa 2020, hindi ka pwede tumakbo vice o kaya presidente. Yung
Noted.
problema.
So,
And I look forward to being able to deliver that within today's session, Mr. President.
noted. So can we go to the
Yes.
Thank you, Mr.
election?
President.
Mr.
Senator
President, may-
Tulfo. So unless
may I
this
just-
has to do with the election, we will defer all of those manifestations later in accordance with our rule. What is the reason that you rise, Senator Tulfo?
Mr. President, manifestation of support
Yeah.
lang sana.
Sorry, Senator, I made a ruling already supported by the... But I will go to you right after. Majority Leader, please
Thank you, Mr.
recognize Senator Tulfo right after
Yes, Mr. President.
you read the committees.
Maraming
Go ahead.
salamat po.
Yes, Mr.
Ginoong
President,
Pangulo.
with that, may I just move that we refer the manifestation of Senator Erwin Tulfo and manifestations that were mentioned to the Committee on Rules?
We will wait for the minority leader when we read the
Okay.
resolution
I
later
withdraw the
on.
motion,
Yeah.
Mr. President.
Maybe we will take
Yes,
a quick...
therefore, Mr. President, we will go now to the previous motion of this representation pursuant to Rule 10, Section 13 of the Rules of the Senate. I move to elect the chairpersons of the Senate Permanent Committees. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, please proceed.
Senator Pia Cayetano as chairperson of the Committee on Accountability of Public
Accountability.
Officers
Nako,
and
yun na.
Investigations, Vice Senator Panfilo Lacson. So move, Mr. President.
Nagkaroon ng ika nga ang chairperson itong si Shen Pia. Ayos. Shen Pia, kailan yung hearing natin? Sa kanya Blue Ribbon, palakpakan. Importante wala na kay Ping. Hindi na ma-hostage yung hearing, di ba? Kailan hearing natin, Shen Pia? Ngayon, kung di tayo mag-hearing, ano pat nagpalit tayo ng liderato dyan sa Senado kung wala ring hearing na magyayari. Yan.
Any
Oh.
objection? Hearing none, Senator Pia is hereby elected.
Senator Amy Marcos, chairperson of the Committee on Foreign Relations, Vice Senator Erwin Tulfo. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, Senator Amy is hereby elected.
Senator Camille Villar, retained as chairperson of the Committee on Environment, Natural Resources, and Climate Change. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? If not, Senator Camille Villar is hereby elected to such committee.
Senator Robin Hood Padilla as chairperson of the Committee on Constitutional Amendments and Revision of Codes, Vice Senator Francis Pangilinan. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, Senator Robin Padilla is hereby elected to that committee.
Senator Camille Villar as chairperson of the Committee on Government Corporations and Public Enterprises, Vice Senator Mark Villar. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? If not, Senator Camille Villar is elected to that.
Yeah. Mr. President, as earlier committed,
Sure.
Senator Rafi Tulfo
Yes,
would like
Senator
to
Tulfo,
take the
I
floor.
apologize. Thank you very much for the adhering to the ruling of the chair. We will now recognize you. Afterwards, Senator Risa is raising her hand.
Mr. President, I would like to associate myself with the manifestation of Senator Erwin Tulfo. Meron lang po akong konting katanungan. Meron ho bang standard operating procedure manual ang ating USAA? Number one. Number two, pagdating po sa pag-handle ng firearms, are these, the members of the USAA, are they trained? And then number three, ano-ano ho bang qualifications dito mga members ng USAA natin? Who are they? What are their qualifications to be chosen as members of the USAA? Yun lang po, Mr. President.
Yes. So, note your questions are noted, and depends on what committee we refer it to. We will consult with the minority. We'll take a recess, a short suspension when we read the committee report, because unless we agree to convert into a committee of a whole, so that the certain people can testify here, the other option is to give it to a standing committee. So let's decide that in a while.
And then lastly, Mr. President, meron bang training ang members ng USAA kung paano mag-handle ng isang problema, isang situation, and do they understand the meaning of rules of engagement? Yun lang po, Mr. President.
Yes. Thank you for those questions, Senator Tulfo. Senator Risa, do you want to take the floor? Yung sa summer.
Salamat po, Mr. President.
Yan
Mr.
na.
President,
Si Risa na.
I rise on a matter of personal and collective privilege. Mr. President, halos isang linggo na matapos ang habulan at barilan dito sa Senado.
Yan.
Sa loob-loob ko, hindi ako mapanatag
Oh.
na simula nung
Ba't di ka
Lunes,
umiyak?
ang
Ba't di ka umiyak? Diba? Na ano ba, nai-istorbo ba yung kaluluwa mo?
ipinapakita natin ay para bang walang nangyari. Na para bang hindi nabastos ang ating institusyon, ang ating mga empleyado at ang mga Pilipino. Hindi maliit na bagay ang nangyari dito. At lalong hindi dapat inaasa sa mga Facebook Live, press conferences at media interviews ang pagtatahi-tahi ng mga pangyayari. Ganito na ba talaga kababa ang inabot ng ating politika sa Pilipinas?
Nako, ito na.
Ito na ba tayo,
Nako, ito na.
Mr. President?
Ito na ba tayo? Hindi ka magiging presidente o kaya vice president. Ang pagkapanalo mo, parang pagkapanalo nito si Soto at Diping. Okay?
Tuluyan na bang nilihis ng politika ang ating mga pamantayan
Yan.
sa pakikipagkapwa? The situation stooped so low that here, in and around these same august halls, may pwedeng magkasa ng barel sa harap ng mga sibilyan. Dear colleagues, kahit kailan, hindi yan nangyari sa Pilipinas. Kahit panahon ng kudeta,
Yeah.
not even during the darkest days.
Grabe no, Senrisa, nakakahiya yung executive, no? Kailangan nilang lusubin ng Senado, guluhin ng Senado. Yikes! Yung kailangan nila magbarena doon sa lagusan, palabas, di natin alam. Binabarena nila para buksan o para hindi makatakas sa Senbato. Yikes! Diba? Magalit ka sa executive, Senrisa.
Martial law did gunfire erupt within our halls. So, whether we stand in the minority or in the majority, the Senate as an institution has sustained a profound injury to its dignity, credibility, and moral authority before the Filipino people. And this frustrates me every day since Wednesday, including in the context of initial findings from the investigation conducted by the Department of Justice, the Department of the Interior and Local Government, and the Philippine National Police, beginning to reveal various points. Patuloy pa rin ang investigasyon, Mr. President, at dapat lang. But still, this needs to be said. Kapag may nagpaputok ng barel, right here,
Right here.
in the people's house,
In the people's house.
kapag naghasik ka ng takot sa mga empleyado, sa media, sa security personnel, at sa mga sibilyan, kapag may natroma dahil sa karahasan at umuuwing nanginginig at hindi mapakali sa sariling bahay, lampas na ito sa isyu ng pamumulitika. Pambabastos na yan at pang-aabuso sa lahat-lahat ng ipinagkatiwala sa Senado bilang mga lingkod bayan. As we all know, democracy has always made room for disagreement. But, dear colleagues, hindi na ito political disagreement. Hindi na ito issue ng kampihan. What should trouble us is the manner by which this agreement is being settled, which reflects a broader national discourse that has become more coarse and unforgiving. When aggression is normalized and humiliation is treated as political currency. We cannot have a culture that proudly treats fellow Filipinos as enemies to be defeated, all in the name of clout. Yung mga pagbabanta, pambibintang, pananakit ng damdamin, hindi yan ang dapat ginagawang sukatan ng tapang. Kahit magkakatunggali sa politika, hindi tayo dapat ganyan sa isa't isa, lalo na dito sa Senado. Hindi ito tahanan ng ganyang kababang uri ng politika.
Yan.
Ngayon,
Ano gano'ng kataas uri ng politika? Gaano ba ang mataas sa'yo? Kasing taas ng mga adik sa Malacanang, ganun kataas.
Higit sa kailanman, dapat manaig ang ating pagka-Pilipino. I refuse to believe na tayong mga Pilipino ay mga bulag na sumusunod sa sino mang politiko. I refuse to believe na wala nang natitirang malasakit, hiya o pagmamahal sa bayan. Kasi ang mga krisis, ang mga sakuna, hindi yan nagtatanong kung sinong kakampi mo sa politika. Lahat tayo tinatamaan at lahat tayo may responsibilidad. At tayo mismo, dito sa Senado, kaya nating magkasundo. In fact, all of the laws I myself have championed could not have passed without the support of those from across the political aisle. And I refuse to believe that this institution that has crafted laws for the most marginalized, that has conducted crucial investigations, that have moved the needle at various political junctures, is beyond repair or redemption.
Yeah.
Let us remember, Mr. President, that we have a bicameral legislature with a Senate elected at large, precisely to have a body that can rise above parochial concerns and craft a vision for the entire nation. At kaya kong sabihin ng buong puso that this Senate has, at its best, shown that disagreement does not destroy our common duty. We have passed laws across party lines. That is why we cannot act as though nothing happened last week. Alam natin ang tama at mali. Alam natin kapag sumosobra na.
Sobra na
And this-
talaga sila sa executive. Sobra
This is
sila.
what our country needs from us now. For the Senate, in this difficult hour, to reflect the best of our people. May we prove worthy of the trust that our people have placed in us. Marami pong salamat sa inyo at sa lahat, Mr. President.
Before I recognize Senator Pia and Senator Marcoleta, you know, the
Balagbago
curious
ito.
thing is the prayer of Senator Kiko and the prayer of former Senate President Tito Soto yesterday. We all agree with it. We're just looking at it from different sides of the political lens. And many of your statements today, Senator Risa, many of us, if not all, agree. But we all won't agree that parang walang nangyari. I don't know where that came from because I don't think anyone is treating it
Parang walang
trivially. It's just a matter of how we can focus on it given that there is a real economic crisis, crisis of prices, oil crisis. Our stock is running out. We're convening into an impeachment court. You know, our staff are overwhelmed by the number of investigations, by the number of subpoenas that are here. They're asking us to produce so many things while we're also doing our own. So while we will agree with you and let's discuss later on which committee, I do not think anyone is acting as if parang walang nangyari. Senator Pia or Senator
Naku,
Marcoleta?
dudurugin si Risa dito. Sorry, girl.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, may
Durug si
I
Risa
ask
dito.
if Senator Risa would yield to a few questions?
Can we take a minute suspension?
Naku, balagbago kasi yan eh. Ang kapal naman ng mukha ni Risa para sabihin na parang wala nangyari. Sige, game. Tuloy,
Ask
tuloy, tuloy.
the Majority Leader and Senator Marcoleta their pleasure. May I request from the members, I told the Minority Leader, the former Senate President, that this is an emotional issue, not only for us, but for the whole country, given this is the Senate of the Philippines. And it's a sensitive issue because there are words that have been used. That's why I have tried to be deliberate. Wait not only for a partial investigation, but independent. Wait for every investigation to come in. Now, many members of the majority who were here want to speak on that measure. Having said that, number one, we have athletes here and I don't want to keep them here the whole day. Number two, I was about to report this, that as Senate President, I respectfully informed the body that earlier today, 20 May 2026, the summons in relation to the articles of impeachment filed against VP Sara Duterte was duly served upon respondent Vice President Sara Z. Duterte. A copy of the summons was likewise furnished to the prosecution panel on the same date. Under the applicable rules, respondent is given 10 calendar days from service of summons within which to file her answer, and counting 10 calendar days from 20 May 2026. The last day would ordinarily fall on Saturday, 30 May 26. However, since the last day falls on the Saturday, the period shall not run until the next working day. Accordingly, the deadline for respondent to file her answer is on Monday, 01 June 2026. Furthermore, upon the prosecution panel's receipt of the respondent's answer, the prosecution shall have 5 calendar days from receipt within which to reply if they opt to do so. The deadline for the reply shall be computed from the day the prosecution actually receives the answer. I say this because we have to discuss the impeachment calendar, and the staff is ready to brief us. And if we can give this priority, because we have to discuss it vis-a-vis the legislative calendar, vis-a-vis the committee hearings and the session. So if we are going to all stand today, like Senator Tulfo and Senator Risa, we won't finish by midnight tonight, because at least 3 or 4 senators from 8 senators from the majority wants to speak on the matter. There might be, if not those who want to speak in the minority, those who want to ask questions or interpolate. So may I ask as your Senate President na magbigayan tayo today, and if you want to put a lot of time on that on Monday, we can fully discuss. I've received some request for CCTV footage. We gave it right away to PNP. We will give it to you if you request it. We're also requesting CCTV footages from anyone who took it, including from the media, so that we can discuss it very intelligently with, I think, 24 senators committing that this is an important issue and we will give it the much needed attention. But let's do it with prudence, deliberately. We're dealing with our democracy here. No? We're dealing with law enforcement agencies, AFP, PNP, NBI, with branches of government, the executive and the legislative. So I know we all want to speak on it today, but may we include in the caucus what committee to give this to. I think the Senate President will, before we go on suspension, wants to put on record his recommendation. But if I may ask him, that the actual decision, given that there are other people with other ideas, we discuss it. I don't think it's a matter that you and I should discuss, but all of us. So let me ask first Senator Marcoleta.
Ayun na nga mga kababayan, gusto ko namnamin natin yung mga sasabihin itong si Sen Pia. In the next video na ho natin mga kababayan. Di ba? Para ika nga pagbagsak ng next video natin, yung pinakaunang sasabihin ni Sen Pia, yun ang maririnig ng ating mga kasama dito sa PHFT. Bibitinin ko muna kayo, pero wag ko kayo mag-alala. Pagkatapos nito, kung pinapanood nyo na to, malamang naka-upload na yung part nitong kay Sen Pia. No? As always, maraming salamat to sa pagsuporta sa PH Update. Mag-ingat ho kayo lahat. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas. Ang naratibo ngayon, pagmukayin na mahinang klase itong si SP Cayetano na pinahintulutan nyo na mangyari yan sa Senado dahil hindi sila makakuha ng boto. Ngayon winawasak na lang, hindi na liligawan yung taga-majority kasi alam nila mahirap gibayin yung 13. Ngayon gagawin nila ang naratibo, ang sinishape nilang narrative na pinahintulutan ng bagong liderato ng Senado yung mga ganong klaseng kaganapan noong sinugod ng executive yung Senado. So guys, maraming salamat sa pagsuporta sa Page Update. Mag-ingat po kayo lahat. Mahal natin ang Pilipinas.